open. All right. Hello everyone. All right. My audio is picking up. So I am going to wait a little bit to see if a person will show up in the live chat and then we'll begin. So in the meantime, I am going to go back to present mode. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. All right. We're now screen sharing. Oh, yeah, I need to get rid of this. Nope. All right. Let's hold on just a second. I'm going to. No, that is not what I wanted to do. All right, there we go. Is anybody in the live chat? Because the live chat is looking pretty dead right now, and I don't want to seem like I'm streaming without people showing up to the stream. So I am just gonna wait a little bit more. I'll probably wait until 2:05. Then once 2:05 hits, I think I'll go ahead and start, and I'll probably check back because it says that there's 4 people watching the stream right now, and I want to at least make sure if people will show up. So in the meantime, I'll just talk about what the stream is going to be on. So yeah, this is going to be a new live stream series, aside with Super Mario List, where I will be reading, where I'll be reading the Flipdeck cards, which were these digital cards developed by Flipline Studios. They're kind of like they're kind of like training cards in a way where it like talks about the lore of all the characters in the Flipline Studios universe. That's what the Flipdeck cards are. Hang on, let me try refreshing the page to see if that will. All right, yeah, the live chat is literally dead right now. Like I don't see anybody in the live chat. Like I don't understand why every time I try to do streams, people just don't show up to them. Like I don't understand. It's freaking ridiculous. Like every time I try to do streams, people just don't show up to them. So, well, it's 2:03 right now, so we're gonna wait until we got 2 minutes left, and at 2:05, I will go ahead and start. Okay, hello, Sailor V. Welcome. All right, since you're here, I guess I can go ahead and get started here. So, first and foremost, a happy New Year. We are in 2025 now. Hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season, whether it was Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you celebrate. Hope you guys had a good one. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start 2025 off with this first stream. So yeah, again, read the guidelines. If you plan on asking any questions, it's always important for you guys to check the guidelines. So this first stream of 2025, I will be going over the first 20 flip deck cards. And of course, throughout the rest of the year, I will cover the other cards. But for this first stream, I will only cover the first 20 cards. So again, for those who are joining, the flip deck cards are these virtual cards posted onto the Flipline Studios blog posts, which basically talks about the various of Flipline Studio characters throughout their games and giving out a little bit of lore about the characters that aren't addressed in the games themselves. Hence why these cards exist, is for them to give you a little bit of lore of the characters within the Flipline Studios universe. So yeah, that's just a little cliff notes of what the flip deck cards are. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. So the first flip deck card was released. Wait, hold on just a second. I'm gonna open up another page so I could, at the same time, read out when the cards came out, what year they came out, or was posted onto the Flipline Studios blog post. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to type flip deck. All right, Flipdecks. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read through the first 3 cards, and then I'll check back at the live chat to see if you guys had anything to say. All right, so the first flip deck card came out on April 26, 2011, and this is on Hex Hatfield. Hex Hatfield is the main antagonist of Cactus McCoy and the Curse of Thorns. And the flip deck info says his hometown is Cactus Canyon. His occupation is a crime boss. He loves treasure and he hates competition. So down here it gives you a brief description of who the character is and a little bit of lore. Hex Hatfield runs one of the largest crime rings in Cactus Canyon. He is always on the prowl for rare and valuable treasures. Hex is in command of a vast army of goons that the locals call enemigos. Hex's most valued treasure is the mysterious coat of arms, which allows him to simultaneously wield 2 sharp cutlasses and 2 deadly pistols. All right, I'm not going to be reading this because that's not what the stream is about. These are just dedicated to the flip deck info. So yeah, this is his card. This is what he looks like. Another fun fact is that Cactus McCoy and the Curse of Thorns was the first Flipline Studios game to receive a blog post and the first blog post in general. So it's pretty cool that Flipline Studios started out their blog posts with the announcement of Cactus McCoy and the Curse of Thorns. So I found that to be pretty cool. All right, so moving on to Wally. His flip deck card came out. Oh, sorry. Gonna scroll back up here. All right, so next up is Wally. His flip deck card came out on May 2nd, 2011. All right, so flip deck info. His hometown is Tastyville. His occupation is that he's retired. He loves anchovies and he hates computers. So Wally is one of Papa Louie's original customers. He quietly lives in an apartment above Papa's Pizzeria. Wally's all-time favorite topping is anchovies. If he could, Wally would order a double anchovy burger in Papa's Burgeria. For now, he will have to stick with pizzas to get his fishy fix. So what's weird is that they say that he's retired, but they don't explain what job he retired from. So I guess that was a missed opportunity from Matt and Tony, the co-founders of Flipline Studios. So yeah, this is his flip deck card. It just shows him opening up a pizza box, and you got a background of anchovies, and the background is a blue color. So yeah, that's Wally. All right, so next up is the Milk Bandits, which came out on May 11th, 2011. So I'm going to pull that up real quick. All right, Milk Bandits. All right, so the Milk Bandits' hometown is Cloud Puff Park. These are the enemies from Steak and Jake. Their occupation, there are bandits. They love milk, and they hate Jake, who is the bird character, which we will be getting to very soon. I'm just saying that we will get to him pretty soon in the flip deck cards, but not at this moment. Milk bandits are rainbow-colored flying Joker-looking gulls that steal fresh milk from Steak and Jake. These prismatic gulls have an intastiable thirst for fresh milk. They travel in large flocks looking for milk. Milk bandits are the bane of both Steak and Jake. Since they are multicolored, you must hit them multiple times before driving them away. If not, they dive bomb, stake, and steal the milk. So yeah, this is their flip deck card right here. Again, you got the milk bandits and the sky here grabbing onto the milk. All right. I just read through the first 3 cards, and now I shall go back to the live chat. All right, let's see here. Yes, Sailor V. Flipline Studios is still making games. If you don't know, they're now making mobile games because a Flash player went discontinued, so they're now focusing on mobile games. So yes, Flipline Studios still exist. You can purchase their games on iPhone, Android. They still make games. All right, so next up is JoJo the Food Critic. His flip deck card came out on June 3rd, 2011. All right, so I am now going to, you know what, to make this easy, I'll just type in the name of the character for their flip deck, so I don't have to keep going back and clicking on it. So it'll make this a lot easier for myself. All right, so his flip deck info is that his hometown is in Taco Dale. He loves food. He hates overcooking, and he's a food critic. That's his occupation. JoJo is known far and wide as the premier food critic. He is an adventurous foodie that never orders the same meal twice. JoJo makes weekly stops at restaurants to sample their food. If he enjoys his meal, he will reward the shop his blue ribbon. Customers always tip more when a blue ribbon is in sight. All right, so that is his flip deck info. And his first appearance was in Papa's Taco Mia. Yes, I will be sure to at least read their first appearances. And for Wally, his first appearance was in Papa Louie When Pizzas Attack. Forgot to mention that when I read his flip deck card, but letting you guys know now. So this is JoJo the Food Critic's flip deck card. You have him holding a blue ribbon and dining. You got this orange background with the Papa's Taco Mia logo. And yeah, there's JoJo. All right, so next is Papoka, July 27th, 2011. Papoka. And he's from Cactus McCoy and the Curse of Thorns. All right, so his flip deck info, his hometown is the Emerald Temple. Occupation, he's a spirit guide. He loves smoldering embers, and he hates thunderstorms. A very long time ago, Papoka, hold on, I'm trying to pronounce this, succumbed to the deadly Curse of Thorns. His spirit was released when Cactus McCoy took the Thorned Emerald and its curse. Papoka is now McCoy's trusted spirit guide on his adventures. He can appear whenever smoke rises. All right, so here's his flip deck card. He's just this white spirit ghost cactus guy. And it appears that he's not wearing any pants, which I find very concerning. But yeah. And then in Cactus McCoy 2, the Ruins of Calavera, he served as the checkpoint in those levels of that game. So that's Papoka. All right, so next up is Kingsley. This is flip deck card number 6. His card came out on December 5th, 2011. All right, so we're going to type in Kingsley. All right, so let's see. All right, here we go. His hometown is Tastyville. He's a comedian. He loves mustard, and he hates hecklers. So Kingsley is something of a local celebrity. He can be found working nights at his popular comedy club, Camp Kingsley, where many customers come after a long day of eating. When he isn't telling jokes, Kingsley is busy training for the annual taco eating contest hosted at Papa's Taco Mia. So that's his flip deck info. All right, so his first appearance was in Papa's Pizzeria, which was the first Papa's Game Maria game. Not the first Papa Louie game in general, but the first game in the Papa's Game Maria series. All right, so here's him doing his comedy bit. He's behind a brick wall. You got this outline of a shadow. All right, so I guess I'll probably read one more card and I'll check back at the live chat again. All right, so number 7 is Pizza Monsters, which came out on December 8th, 2011. So we're going to type that in, Pizza Monsters. Or Pizza Monster. Yeah, just Pizza Monster. All right, so their debut was Papa Louie When Pizzas Attack. All right, so they are from Multi-Grain Fields. Their occupation is Monster Guard. They love pizza boxes and they hate hungry customers. These cheesy monsters were created when Papa Louie unknowingly used a crashida pepper on his pizzas. Pizza monsters slowly hop around while shooting flying cheese wads or balls of cheese that can easily ensnare an unexpected chef. When defeated, they turn back into normal pizzas within their box. All right, so that's just your basic flip deck info about the pizza monster. And here's their flip deck card. You got them coming out of their boxes. You got this. I think this is the conveyor level in floor 4 of the game. Yeah, because you can see like a crate here, and yeah, and they also have a belly button, which I think it's cool, I guess. But yeah. All right, let's see. Yes, Sailor V, I am getting Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. I had already placed in my pre-order. I did it through Nintendo's website on my birthday. I did pre-order the game and I will be getting it. All right, so moving on. Next up is Quen, which her card came out on December 12th, 2011. So we're gonna type that in. All right, so Quen made her debut in Papa's Takumiya. All right, so her hometown is Taco Dale. She loves coffee. She hates long lines, and she's a lawyer. Quen is one of the top lawyers in town and offers legal representation for Papa Louie and his many franchises. Her law firm is now called Just Quen and Associates after her longtime partner Tim abruptly left. Quen only finds time once a week to dine out and can be extra picky with her meals. All right, so here's her flip deck card. You got her behind a background full of clocks, and she's just looking to the side. So yeah, that's her card. All right, moving on. Next is Steak, which came out on December 16th, 2011. And yeah, we're talking about the character Steak. He's from Steak and Jake. So I'm gonna type in Steak character. Because if you just type in steak, you'll just get the ingredient from the Papa's Gameria games. All right, so Steak, his hometown is Muna Ranch. He's a milkman. He loves cookies and he hates spilled milk. Steak is a clumsy cow who delivers milk to thirsty chickens across the land. Normally, Steak and his pal Jake travel via truck, but after the crash, they unwillingly decided to hoof it. Together, they travel dangerous trails to get to each barn. Steak prides himself on delivering the freshest milk, even if it means a quick stop in an outhouse for a refill. All right, so that's his flip deck card, and here's his flip deck card. You got Steak behind the outhouse where he grabs the milk, and he looks confused, and he's holding the milk bottles. And yes, I am currently doing a Let's Play on Stick and Jake, if you guys didn't know that, which I'm pretty sure you are aware if you are watching my videos, but I am almost done with that game, so I am looking forward to finishing it up. All right, so next up is Tim. His flip deck card came out on December 28th, 2011. All right, so we're going to go ahead and look his up. All right, Tim. All right, so his hometown is Tastyville. Oh, yeah, first appearance, real quick. He first appeared in Papa Louie When Pizzas Attack. He's one of the trapped customers in that game. All right, so his hometown is Tastyville. He loves pretzels. He hates smooth jazz, and he's a competitive dancer. Tim has been a loyal customer of Papa Louie since the very beginning, always keeping up with the times. Tim has been evolving his look throughout the years. He finally quit his job at Quinn, Tim, and Associates to pursue his life dream of becoming a world champion dancer. So yeah, this picks up right with Quinn's Flipdeck card where she was a lawyer. All right, so here's Tim's Flipdeck card. You got him fulfilling his dream as a dancer. You got this purplish pink gradient background with steam. You got the lights coming down on him, and you got sparkles coming out of him. So yeah, I think this is a well-detailed card. All right, moving on. I think I'll read one more before we move on, before I check the live chat again. All right, so next up is Sarge. His Flipdeck card came out on January 31st, 2012. All right, so we're going to look up Sarge. All right, here we go. All right, so Sarge's first appearance was in Papa Louie When Pizzas Attack. This is Flipdeck card number 11, by the way. His hometown is Fort Onion. He loves military strategy. He hates losing, and he's the leader of the Onion Ring. That's his occupation. This ruthless, overgrown onion is the leader of the infamous Onion Ring, simply known as Sarge to his underlings. Yeah, I was about to accidentally hit the right clicker. He has mastered the art of pepper bombing. Sarge led a revolt against Papa Louie by transforming his pizzas into monstrous creatures and capturing all of his favorite customers. All right, so here's his Flipdeck card. You got Sarge behind what looks to be a field with a dark, ominous, cloudy background setting. So he has a pretty cool design, I guess. He's a military onion creature. All right, so that's Sarge. Oh, hello, Master M. My progress with Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. I've only cleared, I think, the first 3 levels of Gloomy Manor, and I was going to clear level 4, but I ended up getting 2 game overs, and I stopped playing for now. But I will resume back to the game, maybe at a later time. But I'm not going to tell you when. But I'm still currently on the first mansion of Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. But so far, the game has been all right. The game has been pretty all right so far. But yeah, that's all I'll give you with Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. But yeah, thank you for showing up to the stream. I really enjoy your company. All right, so next up is Sarge Fan. His card came out on the. There I go again, screwing up the month. His card came out on February 2nd, 2012. So we're gonna go ahead and look that up. All right, Sarge Fan. All right, so his debut was in Papa's Pizzeria. All right, so Sarge Fan is from Onion Town. He loves onions and he hates rules. This mischievous customer is This mischievous customer is absolutely obsessed with Sarge and can always be found parading around town in his green army helmet. With the help of Quinn, he had his name legally changed to Sarge D Fan when Sarge Fan heard of Papa's Freezeria opening up. He personally petitioned to have his favorite candy, gummy onions, on the menu. All right, so that's Sarge Fan's Flipdeck description. And here's his Flipdeck card. So you have him in the background of what looks to be the land of Munchmore from Papa Louie 2 when burgers attack. And you got him holding a burger with onions and a single patty. And you got this yellowish background. So yeah, that's Sarge Fan. All right, so next up is Ella Windstorm. Her Flipdeck card. This is Flipdeck card number 13. February 6, 2012. All right, Ella Windstorm. So yeah, her debut was in Cactus McCoy 2, The Ruins of Calavera. All right, so her hometown is Port Scamwell. She loves adventuring. She hates the Reptaras, and she's a treasure hunter. Ella Windstorm is a Wild West treasure hunter with striking blue wings and hair to match. Her winged lineage traces back to the ancient Valdos, who once inhabited the fabled city Calavera. Along with gliding, her heritage also allows her to break mystic seals that protect her ancestors' ancient treasures. So yeah, Ella Windstorm was one of the new characters introduced in Cactus McCoy 2. This is her flip deck card. You got her wings, her blue wings, and yeah, she has goggles. She has this blue purplish hair, and yeah, she does get kidnapped in the game, and you have to go rescue her. So she is the damsel in distress of Cactus McCoy 2. All right, so that's Ella Windstorm. All right, so next is Little Edorado. February 9th, 2012. This is flip deck card number 14. All right, so we're gonna type his name in. Edorado Romano. Okay, that's just his nickname. All right, so his debut was in Papa's Pizzeria. All right, so Edorado Romano, his hometown is Portellini. He loves green peppers and he hates soap operas. Little Edorado is the founding member of the Romano Quartet family, or family quartet. He is the elder of the family and father of Bruna and Carlo Romano. And the quartet, Little Edorado plays percussion and is a master of the bongo drums. So there's his little info. And speaking of the bongos, his flip deck card depicts him playing the bongos. So yeah, just got this red background with music notes. And got Little Edorado banging on them bongos. All right, so next up is Papa Louie. This is flip deck card number 15, and his card came out on February 13th, 2012. All right, so here's Papa Louie. Obviously, his debut game was Papa Louie When Pieces Attack, the very first Papa Louie game, and Flipline Studios' first game in general. All right, so his hometown is Tastyville. He loves cooking. He hates microwaved meals, and he's a famous world chef. That's his occupation. Papa Louie is a lovable Italian chef who got his start selling delicious pizzas. He has a legion of frantic customers who are willing to try anything Papa Louie has to offer, whether it's free pizza parties or the keys to his latest restaurant. Papa Louie is always trying to reward his loyal customers. All right, so that's his flip deck info. And here's his card. You have him making pizza. Got an oven in the background. You got him sprinkling pepper onto this pizza. And yeah, this is just what he does best, is making pizzas and owning lots and lots of restaurants. All right, let's see. No, I haven't played Super Mario Party Jamboree yet. Look, Master M, I don't jump from one game to another. I just focus on one game, and then once I'm done with that game, I focus on another. I don't multitask through different games because that's not necessary in my book. But yeah. Also, I would like to ask: are you guys enjoying the stream so far? I would like to ask that real quick because I want to make sure if you guys are finding the stream enjoyable. All right, so next up is Delivery Boy Roy. This is flip deck card number 16, February 16th, 2012. All right, so we're going to just type in Roy, obviously. All right, Roy. All right, so his debut was in Papa Louie When Pizzas Attack. All right, so let's go down here. So his hometown is Tastyville. He loves rotini pasta. He hates Scary Movie, and he's a delivery boy. Roy is more than a mere pizza delivery boy. Ever since he was left home, ever since he was left alone at work, Roy reluctantly took on the roles of a cook, waiter, and general manager of Papa's Pizzeria. When he's not preparing pizzas, Roy can usually be found running errands for his uncle Papa Louie. Yes, Papa Louie is Roy's nephew, and as we get later into the flip deck cards, we will be introduced to Joy, who is Roy's older sister. Well, her flip deck card comes out way later, but we'll get to her pretty soon. All right, so next up is Captain Corey. This is flip deck card number 17, April 2nd, 2012. All right, so I'm going to type in Captain Corey. All right, so her debut was in Papa's Freezeria. All right, so her hometown is Calypso Island. She loves calamari. She hates seagulls, and her occupation is a sea captain. Captain Corey has been sailing the open seas since she was just a little girl. Although she can be a little salty, Corey is hardworking and very reliable. She was recently offered a job by Papa Louie to captain his first luxury food cruise aboard the SS Louie, which we'll see in, I think, Papa's Freezeria and Papa Louie 3 when Sundays attack. All right, so we're now going to look at her flip deck card. So this is her doing her thing. She's sailing the ocean. There's a storm in the background, which I find pretty cool. All right, so that's Captain Corey. All right, number 18. All right, so we have two cards we're going to be covering left for this session. That's going to be on Jake, April 16th, 2012. All right, so we're going to type in Jake. And yes, his debut was in Steak and Jake. All right, so his hometown is Clove Puff Park. He loves driving, he hates pink, and he's a milkman. Jake is the brains behind the Steak and Jake Milk Company. Jake's many skills, such as driving, business development, and pasteurization, don't hold a candle to his uncanny ability to quickly change colors. It is unknown how he developed this skill, but some believe it could be linked to his previous and short-lived business venture in the tie-dye industry. All right, so here's his card. You got this nice black background. You got these different colors shooting out to represent that Jake can change to different colors. And I really do like his design. His design looks pretty cool. He's just this gray bird with this weird-looking beak that looks like a freaking lemon slice. But yeah, I just find that pretty weird. I find it fine. Oh, okay. You seem to be into Papa Louie lore. Very interesting. I never said I was into the lore. I never said that. I'm only doing the stream because it's just I thought it will be something fun to do. Like the lore is interesting. I mean I do like it that they come up with these lores, but I'm not all that crazy about it. But yeah, it is interesting that they do give these characters lore. All right, moving on is Gino Romano. This is flip deck card number 19, April 11th, 2012. All right, so we're going to head over to there right now. All right, so Gino Romano's debut was in Papa's Pizzeria. All right, so his hometown is Portellini. He loves Parmesan. He hates flying, and he's a bass player. Gino plays the stand-up bass for the famous Romano family quartet. He is the oldest nephew of Little Edoardo and son of the late Giacomo Gincane Romano. Yeah, I know I probably butchered that. His uncle taught Gino to play the bass at age 8, and the two started performing for various weddings and family reunions across the area. When touring with the Romano family quartet, Gino is tasked with driving the old Romano tour bus. All right, so there's your little info about Gino Romano. All right, so he's a bassist. He plays the upright bass. And here's some jamming, very similar to Little Erado's flip deck card. So yeah, I'm sure that all the Romano family cards will just be them on different instruments, which is pretty obvious. All right, everyone. So we have one more card that I would like to go over for this session. That's going to be Alpaca Jack, which came out on April 17th, 2012. All right, so we're going to do that right now. Wait. I don't think I showed the card. Hold on, let me go back because I probably didn't show the card. Yeah, give me a second, you guys. Let me show you guys the card real quick because I accidentally opened. I do have two tabs. One for to read the dates of the cards, and another tab to show the cards, but I forgot to show it on this tab. So here's Gino Romano's card. You got him on the upright bass, and you got this red background with music notes. All right, so last card for this session. All right, Alpaca Jack. And his debut was in Cactus McCoy 2. Also, the flip deck cards doesn't associate with Papa Louie. It associates to all of the Flipline Studios games, being Papa Louie, Steak and Jake, Cactus McCoy. It's not just Papa Louie. Just to be clear on that, you guys. This isn't just for all. This is for all of their IPs. All right, so Alpaca Jack is from Tumblewood. He loves Daisy, which is his alpaca. He hates debt collectors, and he's an alpaca farmer. Jack breeds alpacas that are prized for their fur, speed, and incredible dexterity. Riding atop his beloved alpaca, Daisy, Jack would perform an impressive sharpshooting show each year at the country fair or county fair. One day, a fluke tornado disseminated his alpaca farm and left Jack on the verge of bankruptcy. He joined up with the mysterious Milana Meyer in the hope of quickly repaying his debt. And yes, Milana Meyer does have her own flip deck card, which we'll be getting into later. All right, so here's Alpaca Jack's card. You got him on his alpaca, which is Daisy. And you got this nice sunset background. And you got the hills and everything. And you got him holding a revolver. And yeah, that is it, everyone. That will conclude this first session of the flip deck cards. So yeah. Before I head out, I will address to you guys what my next stream is going to be. So 2 weeks from now, on the 18th, will be the next session of the Super Mario List live stream series on Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Land. That'll be happening on January 18th. And then after that stream, I will host another flip deck card stream. So I'll let you guys know when that will happen. That will most likely happen probably next month in February, but I'll let you guys know on that. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you all for coming. Have a great Saturday. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. No, it's not a camel. It's an alpaca. It's not a camel. It's an alpaca. All right, thank you all for coming. Have a great Saturday, whatever time zone you're from. Have a great weekend. But yeah, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.